with a fastball.
This is 2-1. It is a fastball. Every time you were clutch, and he lit up and he said, "Last out," and I hit my first comfy in the big spots.
Hurts right there, and reason and that's an unfortunate call. 3-2 pitch can be anything that you have a hard time staying off.
It doesn't get rewarded for it.
I thought that was a really good pitch throwing a fastball. Again, the hitter's going to understand, right? He's going to be good, but if you
second one away, another 3-2.
Exactly the way you should, based on the
8 pitch. Swings for 17 against that.
The hitter could have challenged, but we're not in that early because of the 3-1 pitch.
4 hits yesterday for Naylor.
Huge 2-out hit. Those are the
spot, but the mood changes. Up 2-1 pitch. Ball 2.
Here's Net and a Rosarena, so he's trying to. Never thought he was going to get a first pitch flip
himself, and that's 97.6. Career is above 98.
The rest. And 3-2 and put themselves in a real.
Just like it felt like when you were the way from going to the World Series.
Starts on the mound. That game 1. Yeah. Base.
Partial on 1-2 pitching, but the last 3 games in record 8 runs. Casters. Bryce Miller trying to be the cue. Thought he'd be the guy they'd be leading. Don't know nothing. Expecting. Here's another 2-2 for Leo Rivas. Well, it is a first pitch
fastball pitches to an aggressive.
There's Mariners staff, Toronto team, but there's there. Ball taking a hit away from,
and he left it right there. All right, can't do that again.
Reasons Dan Wilson put him into the 2 down in this second inning. Addison doubled, walked, scored a run, but
he's been clocked at 98 miles an hour.
The high 90s is high score. Up a Mariners fan. A leg kick, he wrote Rome for 14 seasons. Diving catch and an outfield assist. He had as good of an arm as anybody in that era. Barger's bat is coming on a 2-1 here.
No, that's inner half turn. And you want to see the.
Yeah, again, both these teams 100 as a team. Seattle hitting 2 to Addison Barger. Off this inning against Kevin Gausman.
Pitch after inside pitch. Getting or putting fear in the opposing.
Strikeouts in this postseason for
more fastballs than long time, and then swinging.
Leadoff spot and get your top guys here. Feels like a really easy lane for them.
They've gone about it, you know. Yes, window of doing that has to be.
Suarez did not miss.
We're going to want back because he threw first time since we've been watching God.
Mariners on the board first with a. You see a guy who hits 49 home runs. Like why? Quality is an important quality in the postseason. Facing the top guys every day in the regular season
is exactly what you talked about. Pitch later in the game would be crushing. 4 balls close to the zone. Thing you can't do, and fortunately 1 run.
6 of the 7 run championship series. Mariners their longest tenure
in the scoreboard first. They've done that especially against Toronto.
Gausman's 3-2 after the home run from Suarez.
He missed the last pitch if it's so that
and he again careful outfield this year. No space. Not have happened. Major leagues last year, made 20 this season, most of it in AAA. He was one of the best hitters in AAA, but a 470 hours. That's right, he comes home. Rivas.
His command was impeccable, and that's a sign you got to watch the fastball location perfectly.
This is when it comes to Kevin Gausman. You know what it's going to be. His 1-2.
The hitter can see it. The splitter set.
Rivas doing what he does right out to these Mariners. Gives him a little bit of a 2-2 to Rivas.
Here's the pitch rate. That's the 4-seamer, and then nice. Very rare.
8 pitch comes home. Rivas. Suarez came into the game season, connects. And has,
you know, just kind of jumbling it up and you know, so far so good.
Same thing. Third left foot. Doubles. Tries to make it 3 for 3.
Get up. I mean,
half kidding yesterday when I said he's never going to. Thinking he's going to bunt. They've not seen the last. And tries to become just the second homer in the same inning in 3 August. And it hit just 7.
A part of this situation against the scoring position, and he's got one goal and drove himself in. This time
on this 1-1 from Miller. He swings in Seattle. 5 out of 8.
Left-handed hitter from doing that is a fast. He can still get that ball on the ground to left field.
Spring. To first up and over. Back to second story in game 5.
And that's one to freeze on when you think about a ball. And a great
League West. They always have a nice greeting today. Games, and when they would coming into the for Seattle, it's Julio Rodriguez to lead out to center field in the very first
back in this series because they
Julio. Well, they've asked this guy picture. He was 2022 as rookie. And his talent. And an 0-2 from Gosman.
Every hitter probably wish they had him from getting out of the way of the pitch. You just body says I got to get out of the.
If he gets hit, they tie the game, but jump. 365 days till next hockey. 2 Rodriguez. One gone in to double his first time up. On Kevin Gosman. This is one of his that he's hit against skip time. The big dumper. Their hope is no certainty. The magical journey that they've shared together. And last year, there's a it's easy to latch on. Really hard time about his growing. That's to fly into the radar around it. Foul.
I got up before I can let it go.
Wow.
It's the perfect weapon.
Manager John Schneider. He's been stopped by stadium star more than once. Hitters, good baseball players. Comes Miller. Kirk.
And nurture. The mindset is I can.
You're talking about with the defensive. They can turn 2. It seems like 1-2 again. First. Clement was sticky.
Hits in the dirt and just how quickly
for Seattle. And Swatzer.
Going.
The big hit already with a home run from C.
He needs.
And just going forward.
All the time about instant stress. It's the series come here to Seattle are hitting above
favor. They flirted with danger for the situation here where they're going to make the move.
Now Dan Wilson.
Way if the manager's going to be right.
Field Rodriguez calls off.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you, because the right-handed high leverage guy saw. That's a sucker getting into the bullpen early, and you're coming up in the 5th.
Andres Jimenez, 2 games, had 18 consistents, but Spire yesterday. Swinging, one, and a heck of a.
It's somewhere at the top of an inning. That's the 3. Simply after this few pitches.
Yeah, Dan Wilson told us yesterday it looks a soft landing spot with the lead.
Don't think Miller was going to give the decision to give his reliever lineup. So I just think when you get through the inning,
hitting 5 games in a row. Rodriguez watches it hit him. Leaves the game. George Spring. Took over last year. Here the catcher on. Kind of pressure though in that chair. Quite ready. 2-2 pitch. Full count. The 3-2 winds up walking him and coming up.
Is a
percent of the pitches he's seen in this series have been just so calmly and simple. Trying to give him the lead right here. His head. That next stratosphere. That his 4th trip to the playoff. RBI. Knocked in this trip. On a 2-1. Each. The change. Lucas Vlad Jr. Swing.
Interesting for it that way. Man on 7, intentional walk. You cannot
Playoff. Halfway home and get Jays make them pay. Hit about 200 for 7 years and was their best guy for a while. One of them came in one game just off his bat. Right after he made his debut hole against Gosman.
again tonight. Knows the count.
And your players, your postseason. Second straight start for him. A 1-0 pitch takes him warm for Seattle and perhaps clean inning. And it'll be in the league this year, but he's been out. Back probably would not be every day, every hour.
Over. Going up there after a 4-pitch walk.
Splitter, or a slider.
I think just you got to be. I mean, I know there's and they don't come off the fastball. I get that case scenario.
Gosman to Rodriguez.
With the fastball, and he was on it.
Ali comes up. With Kevin Gosman, he hit a hubble. Forced here.
I wouldn't think so.
Good strike pitch here. Raleigh. Alejandro Kirk leads off, and a leadoff double for Kirk.
Well, he throws Kirk and split. Now 9 man on in the last 3 games, and they're flirting.
Been able to cash in the one time today. Fastball that makes Wu special. 5 consecutive starts. If it was getting the earlier hook. Varsho. A postseason game for in the Bay Area. School. His 1-2 to Varsho is Clement.
For the 3rd time, he's got 1 or 2 hit.
And Brian Wu that throws fast. 6th spot. Gone 6th inning. 4th row. And fetch to get out of here. Barger. 2 out. Well, you said it. You keep yesterday. The plate. Got it. But the Blue Jays have Clement drives in Kirk, and it's
his number, and that's not Vinny, especially
1 hit here in Seattle for Polanco.
struck him out each track.
That Kirk has scored from second times. Carlos Febler with only 1 out. He ran down that line. Your runners like an infielder.
Thinking, hey, does it count if I score? Been their best hitter in this series. Runner in baseball. They track those facts. Data facts. Black and white to Josh Naylor.
I think he catches the catcher. I know the catcher set up. Caught him again.
Oh. Scoreless inning yesterday. He's in top 5 in the major league. That has been it for the Mariners. Is a Rosarena moving it?
I want to see if he can run into 1 man on base the last 3. But well, I think he can't. Someone has to
for 14 in this championship series.
He'd take a bloop right now.
Wow, Varland Deals hitting. If this was the guide, longest tenured shortstop. Ball in the strike. Solid glove man. Clutch hitters. That's 7 on this 1-1. Crawford. And the Mariners strand. Oh!
On the top of the kneecap, is you're right.
Oh. Vlad Jr., the MVP, as a spark.
Override something if they feel.
You don't have to worry about him running around in the outfield. Just say cover your eyes, cover your. After getting hit on the knee by Brian Wu.
You just got to hope for the best. And
double and a walk today for as the two-hitter for the. And so it's on the bases, scoring from the difference in this game. The 2-1 over there, and it's just man. Oh, how much that missed by. Depth. Over the fence. The Blue Jays bullpen. 2 from Varland. To the questioning around strike 3. 1.
yes, he did.
Springer needed help getting down, and we'll have more after the game.
Yes, there's a batted ball. 50. Payoff to Rivas. Rivas, 8th pitch coming here. Says you've got it, and Lucas does. As Bryce Underwood adjusts his hand. 1-2. Rodriguez.
What you don't want to do is make that mistake.
Big down, standing tall.
Have struggled since. And they're going to be trailing in this series.
Biggest swing. Game.
See, that's louder than anything they've done. A moment. He's had him
Over the left field wall.
This is the highest home run I've seen. Going to be robbed. And you
Go now. He's done it from both sides of the plate, which is below league average. Getting it out of here. It's going to be close. Raleigh got it over the fence.
well, like we talked about, 5 runs.
Pulls 1-1 pitch in the big. And to this point, ready for Rosarena. It's too late. 2-1. Go ahead run into 3 batters at Brendan Little face. Reach and understand. His 6th one yet. In the 8th. Suarez.
Chance, and then that's it. Swing. That one's
Dominguez. 2-2.
never comes off of is fastballs. Off the fastball. He's more.
Another 2-2. It's a grand slam. On spot to the point. 2-3. He gives up the home run. They didn't. Too badly those first 2 games. Second of the day. All 3 games here.
Logan, yeah, a lot of some big walk, and then they were in the game long enough. Maybe up 3 games to 2.
Starter for the Mariners. He did not pitch. Lazy fly to